Yo, welcome to Deep in the Swamp. It's your boy Q. And if you ain't as hype as I am, then I don't know what's wrong with you. All we've been getting is complaining, complaining, complaining. And guess what? We have an OC, office coordinator, if you don't know what that means. We have some breaking news in the Gator Nation. Callaway, you already know our tight ends coach, 35, was the analyst for the Gators, starting out and then promoted to the tight ends coach. He spent 2021 with the New York Giants as an offensive assistant. Callaway also was the Sanford Bulldogs offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach from 2016 to 2019. Sanford's offense led the FCS in passing yards, 392 yards per game. The offense also was ranked fourth in FBS in total offense with 515 yards per game, eighth in both red zone offense and in first down. Callaway also mentored a quarterback by the name of Delvin Hodges, who earned the Walter Payton Award for the top offensive player in all of FCS football. He has all kind of experience as a play caller and bring a much needed spark to the room. Russ Callaway has been with Billy for the past 3 years. He was also an analyst with Louisiana before he came over with Billy Napier to Florida. Man, it was something that I think that we needed. Will he be playing? I mean, will he be calling plays? We still don't know. Um, Honestly, he will have. We know he will have a hand in the calling plays, game planning. Um, when it comes to the beginning of the game or the scripted plays, Billy has that down pat. I think Billy comes out on fire. It's the playing, calling the plays after that. That's the problem. That I think he go off emotion a lot more than basically reading the defense or going off of what his players does best. Which we're human. We all can get emotional. Anyone, all of us need help here and there. And if he don't feel like he wants to give over complete control of calling plays, why not have Russ Callaway in the room helping him dissect the defense and, if anything, take off some of his plate so he can, check on the defense, check on the wide receivers, the running back, not just the quarterback the whole time. Now, we still have an opening for an on-field coach. We only have 9, and we can have 10. With Darnell Stapleton leaving to go to the I forgot where he Washington Commanders as their co-offensive line coach. Will Billy hire another offensive line coach? That's another question for another day. But man, we really thought he would go outside with the offensive coordinator hire. I'm pretty sure that he talked to a couple of people. I had my insiders say that he talked to a lot of people, but no traction. I'm thinking because people thinking this may be his last year if things don't work out, but missed opportunity and a great opportunity for Russ Callaway. Um, I really think this is a great hire in my opinion. He's done. I know it's FCS level, but if you know football, you know football. Having a top offense and having a top player in FCS. Obviously, he knows quarterbacks. We already have Billy Napier to coach the quarterback, but to have another hand on the playbook, to have another ear in the room, to understand where the quarterback is trying to, what he's reading and what he's trying to dissect as well. Again, I think it's a nice hire. I don't think that everyone will be okay with this. I don't think everyone would be, hyped. Why didn't he make this announcement earlier? Um, from what people are saying, Russ Callaway was getting, attention from the NFL as the offensive coordinator as well. I think that hopefully this ain't too late, but I think this is well overdue. I really like Russ Callaway. Since he's came in the picture, our tight ends has stepped up. The recruiting of tight ends has stepped up. Just a great hire overall, in my opinion. Florida also made another hire in the strength and conditioning room, hiring Jesse Ackerman. He's been the head strength and conditioning coach of Iowa State University and the University of Texas. But most impressive, he was the head conditioning coach of the U.S. Army Rangers. I repeat that. He was the head strength and conditioning coach of our U.S. Army Rangers. Now, how much did that have to do with football? I don't know. But I can tell you this much: discipline, loyalty. That's two things that I know will come with him, and two things that's lacking in college football very much. Um, if you see this guy, Jack, he's jacked. He seems like he'll be hyped. Um, he also has a degree in science and nutrition, which you need that in the room. We need these guys getting bigger. We need them getting stronger. Over the season, you can see them getting pushed around. You can see that we didn't get fatigued that much, but we were just getting gassed. I mean, killed up the middle, offensive line getting pushed back. It really wasn't great to look at. I'm the biggest Gator fan it is, and man, Saturdays was hard for me. Saturdays was very, very hard. The hires that Billy has been making, in my opinion, he's been acting like this is, his job is on the line. And if you don't support Billy after this, Coach Billy is doing everything that he can, from the transfer portal to hiring a general manager, from hiring a new strength and conditioning coach who leaves a week later for Boston College, replace him with Tyler Miles, who the players love and wanted to be hired in the first place. Hiring another one, Jesse Algerman. Um, Finding an offensive coordinator to share the duties and the play calling with Russ Callaway. Now, another question that I have with Russ Callaway is he coaches the tight ends as well. So does that mean that we looking for another tight end coach as well? And his only focus is play calling and passing game coordinator, or it'll be interesting to find out what the dynamic will be between him and Billy, to be honest with you. I'm very excited, to be honest, because we know it's gonna be some kind of spark. We won't see the same old plays where it's bootleg to the left, um, tight end slide out. We've seen that play 2, 3 years in a row. I'm really tired of seeing the same plays, reverse, pass. Um, yeah, a lot of basic plays that if you have the right players, which he's getting there, can work. But if you call it 3, 4, 5, 6 times a game, it's not going to work. You know what's coming. It's not really a complicated play to dissect by the defense. Uh, Coach Napier this year, I think this off season, has done a tremendous job. I'm just have nothing but I have hope. That's something that we've been lacking. Um, he's picked the recruiting up when people have been saying that it would be a long, long wait for us to get commits because they got to see how the season goes. We already have 4 commits under control in the class of 2025. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are excited, but you have to. It takes time. I know most people want him to win out the gate, and people point to coaches like Mike Norvell and things of that sort. What you don't understand is go check out Mike Norvell's record year 1 through 3, or go check out year 4. And what you will see is losing season, losing season, losing season. I think 7-5, 9-3. Then your undefeated season. I mean, he had 5 years to turn it around. Let's talk about Michigan. Jim Harbaugh just won the championship. Jim Harbaugh 7-5, 7-5, losing season. And then the past 3, 4 years, he's been sweeping Ohio State and finally getting to where they need to be with a national championship. But that took 8, 9 years. Florida, can you be that patient? I mean, do you see Billing getting 9 years to produce a championship? I don't. It's just different in Florida. Our fans are different. We are different. I mean, hey man, when he getting paid, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm just saying when you compare him to other coaches, give him the time that they got. You know, um, I wanted to speak on a couple players that I think that people are leaving out. Um, I was on Twitter. Shout out to High Top Sports Sheldon. If you haven't seen that episode yet, it's up now. Go to Deep in the Swamp on YouTube. Great, great interview. Love Sheldon. Uh, I was on Twitter the other day, posting the interview with Sheldon, and on Twitter, it's a lot of players that are talking about DJ Lagway or Graham Mertz or Eugene Wilson. Mostly on defense, is the freshman with Miles Graham and all the defense alignment, LJ McCray, and all the young boys they're talking about. And in my opinion, I don't know why no one's talking about Cam Jackson. You know, I think Cam Jackson, he had a chance to go to the NFL. He maybe would have been a third, fourth round pick. And I think this year, this will be his year. I think that he will have a breakout year now that he's acclimated with the defense, now that he knows um, the SEC and the policies of the SEC, and now he can understand the speed. I think that he's going to have a breakout year that nobody's talking about. I mean, him as well as Kelby Collins. Now that we have LJ McCray, it seems like nobody talks about Kelby Collins. Kelby Collins is a beast. He was out LJ McCray of last class. And the offensive line, like, why is no one, I mean, absolutely no one is talking about Rod Kearney. That was our top rated offensive lineman last year, that redshirt. Yes, he plays the position of center, which is locked up by Jake Slaughter, who was our starter last year. But man, the kid can play. Big kid, 6'5", 330. I'm sure they got the baby fat off him. I mean, Florida's gonna be something. Florida's gonna do. I see 9-3 record. I'm gonna put it out there. I've told my partner MG, who's cannot be here tonight. I told him I think we're gonna have a 9-3 record, and I honestly think that's me stretching it. I think better, but I'm just trying not to put the pressure on him. But we have a returning quarterback. I think we have the second best returning quarterback in the SEC with Graham Mertz, with only Carson Beck being better. Um, we start out the year with Miami. Miami don't put no fear in my heart. They got Cam Ward, and that's the only thing that even made me worry about Miami. But I think with the addition of Run Roberts and addition of all the additions. I mean, from the safeties coach, to the new defensive line coach, we've had to replace and reshuffle the whole defensive staff. And honestly, that helps us in the future because they don't know what type of defense we're going to run. We don't know what type of defense we're going to run. I mean, that's really great. We're not starting over from scratch. Run Roberts ran the same defense that Austin Armstrong ran last year, but he created a defense. So I'm seeing an uptick when it comes to our defense. I'm seeing that our defense is not going to be the problem next year. Will our offense take another step? We'll see. We'll see. But you guys, like, we have to give it time. We have to give it time. I believe in the kids, the classes that we brought in. We brought in a top 10 class past 2 years. Um, we brought in our future quarterback. DJ Lagway, which I can't talk about him enough. You'll see why in the future. I promise. Maybe this year. Hopefully we have a package for him. But great hire with Russ Callaway. Great hire with Ackerman, the strength coach. We still have one spot open. Leave in the comment, who do you think that we will hire with that? Would it be another offensive line coach, or will we hire a tight ends coach? So Russ Callaway can only focus on the play calling. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, this is Deep in the Swamp, where you get all your Gator news. We love our fans, and we ask you to subscribe, like, share, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your cousin. Come support. Shout out to Florida Victorious for showing us support and love. Also, we don't give enough love to Florida Victorious. Florida Victorious is a big factor on whether we be successful or not. So that's something that I think that Florida should promote more. I think we should have a person that's only dedicated to that, um, like a fundraising person. That's what it is with fundraising money to buy players. Oh, did I say buy? To get to low to get money for NIL. I gotta say it the right way. You know, NCAA like to mess with Florida for some reason. 5-7. Uh, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I want to thank you for coming into Deep in the Swamp. I don't want to get started with NCAA. This trash, straight trash. Great hire by Billy Napier with Russ Callaway, and people will see. I think spring ball, you will see the different dynamics that Russ Callaway brings to the Gators. Again, I want to say thank you guys for joining me. Like, subscribe. We coming deep in the swamp. And as always, it's your boy Q. Go Gators. We out. Love and peace.